see here. Get that ready. Hello, I'm just making a salad. This is really easy and
I'm just making a salad. This is really easy.
what is that? Let me see. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, that's my other device. I didn't know I had my laptop on, so it was open. But anyways, I turned it off. So I just wanted to say I wanted to share this because it's so easy to do and it's an easy way to actually watch your calorie intake if you are doing that. You don't have to. This is a good salad regardless if you're watching your calories or whatever you're doing. And hello, Mike B. And this is just something that I do a lot and it tastes amazing. And I cooked up a whole pack of chicken breast. This is the third night that I'm actually having this. And yeah, so the most calories in this salad, of course, are going to come from the chicken breast and the salad kit that I'm going to use. So the dressing in the salad kit and the breast are what impacts your whole meal as far as the calorie count. So, you know, it's a high volume dish. And this is actually going to be my dinner. I'm having a salad for dinner. So I just worked out and stuff. So I'm just really looking forward to this. I'm actually going to prep cook it and set it aside and take a shower after this. Yeah, so let's get into it. And this is so good. It's just really good enough to share. And yeah, I would really like for people to try this out because it's so convenient, it's easy, and it's delicious. So hold on one second. I got to grab something really quick. Okay, yeah, so keep in mind I do have neighbors once again. I know I say that on my lives because it seems like we're all cooking dinner at the same time. It's like a ghost town until I start doing a live, and then all of a sudden it's like just, you know, people are outside all of a sudden, and I think I just record at a certain time that everybody else decides to do something too, either outside or cooking at their own home. And, you know, so whatever you hear in the background, sometimes my mic does pick it up. And yeah, so we all have neighbors and it is what it is. So let's make this salad. You need to try this. It is so delicious. And that's why this is the third time I'm actually eating it. Sorry. All right, so let me do this. I'm actually getting my stuff ready back here. I actually like to clean as I go. So sorry, I'm just doing something really quickly. Back here. And yeah, so I like to clean as I go and, you know, make sure it doesn't get too crazy messy when I'm cooking. And also, I just want to let you know that it's easy, but when I do my regular cooking videos, for some reason, the whole kitchen is like chaos and messy in the background. So that's kind of crazy. And yeah, so, okay, let's do this because I'm telling you, it's so good. And I make my dressing a certain way to where there's more and it's not, adding calories or too many calories and stuff like that. So let's get into this. All right, so what I'm going to be using is, let me see, where are you, little salad kits? Okay, so I rinsed all my stuff I'm going to add to this, but I'm using this right here. This is Taylor Farms Green Goddess Ranch Mini Chopped Kit. I came across these at the grocery store, and these are just a 1 serving size. It's 220 calories. So what I do is I don't measure or weigh my chicken breast. I kind of eyeball it at this point because I kind of know. So for this, I'm just going to just basically say, 220, 200, maybe 300, 400. I'll say this just to be on the right calorie count side. I'm going to go for maybe 425, 450 because these chicken breasts are really big. So if I use like maybe 1.5, I think I'm going to be in the maybe like 450 count. And then all this stuff I'm going to add to it isn't going to do really much. So this is going to keep me where I want to be after a workout and after my whole day of eating. This is going to keep me where I want to be for my last meal. So I like a big salad to be my last meal. I actually love vegetables. So this is just something I love. So I'm going to start, well, you know what? I'm going to start with what I do with the dressing first. So what I do is I get this. You could use a press if you like, a garlic press. And I like to add stuff to the dressing, of course. I have a clove of garlic. I have a lemon. I have my mixing dish right here. What I'm going to do is open this up. And let's see here. Do I have some scissors back here? Oh, I'm going to have to tear it open like a savage. Yeah, so anyways, my kitchen scissors are MIA. Something always has to go crazy or wrong during a live. And I'm just going to open this up, set it aside. These are the croutons, I guess, and they do crunch them up, which I like it like that. I don't like them too big. So this is the Green Goddess dressing that it comes with. And just make sure you give it a good. And where's the part where it opens? There it is. Gonna put this in the bowl. And I like this because this just measures it for you. You don't need to weigh any grams out, and you don't have to, you don't have to really do much as far as knowing how many calories is in this. I'm just gonna roughly say, how much I think it is because I've been doing this for so long. I used to calorie count and I used to actually make sure I was like on point. And now I just kind of get it right there where I want it to be and think it should be because I could kind of eyeball it. So for this, it's good because you know exactly how many calories is in this. And nobody has to count calories. I'm just doing this because I just worked out and I wanted to share it because this dressing is really good. But this right here takes it to another level for me. You could leave it as is if you like. Or if you have some red wine vinegar, the kind they put on the sub sandwiches and stuff like that and use for actual vinaigrettes. If you have some red wine vinegar, you could even add like maybe a couple tablespoons of that to it. And you don't even have to do this. You could still add the garlic too with the red wine because I do whatever I feel like doing at the time. And I actually used all my red wine vinaigrette up. I love it on salads, so I need to restock on that. All right, here's my lemon. And yes, I'm going to add some lemon zest. Wait, let me see if I can just do it over this. Just a bit. And this is just gonna make more because I'm gonna add to the salad and make a bulk salad. And I just wanna make sure I coat everything. And just give it some flavor everywhere. So we have the lemon zest, and now, let's see here. my lemon. Let me see if I can get these seeds out. I hate it when you're doing something and like a big old lemon seed or citrus seed just plops on your stuff. Hi, G. Did I say your name right? All right, so let's do this. Squeeze it in. I'm not using my juicer. I don't feel like getting it out, and also it's one less dish to clean right now because right now I'm just focused on prep cooking this so I could take a shower because I just worked out maybe like 20 minutes ago. And I actually I'm getting back into my kickboxing workout, and I lifted a little bit of weights as far as from, not lifted, but I did some sculpting and been doing some weights for my lower body, like my glutes and stuff. So tomorrow I'll be doing arms, legs, and before that I am going to get in some cardio, which is kind of like aerobics with kickboxing mixed into it, which I like because it really gets your heart rate up. All right, so let's see. I am going to try to figure out a way to share my workouts or something, or just kind of, you know, maybe do some shorts on what I'm doing and stuff, because I'm going to be working out 4 days a week. Like I'm going to do 4 days on, 3 days off for rest days. And yeah, so I'm really taking my health serious. For me, this is for health reasons. I'm not telling anyone to go count calories or go do all this. You don't even have to do that. Just try this salad. It's good regardless. But I'm just doing this for health and fitness reasons. And really, most of all, my whole goal is health reasons. All right, so I have half of this lemon in here. I always like to do this if I'm not using a juicer. Just kind of do that to the side. Ooh, I made it in the garbage. Pretty slick. Now, do I want to add any more lemon? Let's see. And I'm going to put the whole thing on my salad because I know exactly what's in the whole kit. Like, I'm just adding some flavor, my type of flavor, what I want. Ooh, yes. I think that's perfect. If you want more lemon, go for it. But this right here is getting some pepper. I'm going to set it aside in the refrigerator while I toss the rest of this together. Give it a little mix. Got that garlic up in there. And you do want to set this aside and do it first because you just want all this goodness to marinate together. Sorry about the tapping. I don't know how that's going to sound with this mic because I actually didn't plug the mic in. I was using my earphones. They're JBL. They're pretty good. The mic is. Somebody was saying it sounded like it was better quality or good on one of my lives. And I don't have those on right now, so forgive me. I'm just starving after a workout. It's like that sometimes. You just got to get the job done, get it in the fridge so you could get in the hot, steamy shower. For real. Okay, so I'm setting this aside in the refrigerator. And all right, boom. Let's see here. All right, I said hello to you all over here because I do have my box light and my computer on the side here, and I just wanted to say hello. Oh, it does sound good? Okay, thank you. Now I'm really feeling hella fly. I'm like, does anybody remember that song, Fly? Nobody? I feel fly. Oh my God. Is that even a word anymore? Who knows? My mom used to say it. All right, let me see here. Now I'm going to start off by adding my power greens to this. So I rinse everything. Even if stuff says it's rinsed, I'm going to rinse it anyways. So this is I'm going to give it a rough chop. Let me set this aside. I don't need this anymore, actually. And let me get my little washcloth here because I'm just going to try to keep this, you know, as good as I can as far as not making too much of a mess. I mean, it's, you know, it's okay, but, you know, let's just try to make it look kind of aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say. And yeah. All right, so this right here is the power greens. And you could get the mix of baby kales and spinach. You could get baby arugula and spinach, or you could just get them alone, like kale or spinach, whatever you like. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. All right. So my mixture is baby kale, which I love. I love me some kale. I love everything green. I mean, I love vegetables. So this is the baby spinach and baby kale mixture once again. I did give it a rinse. Just took some out of the container, rinsed it, and you're good to go. And I like to set everything in here. And just, you know, do the best you can. Rinse stuff and go for it. And if you're a salad lover, you're going to love this if you haven't tried it already. With the dressing like that and stuff, if you like you some citrus and some green goddess, I mean, to me, the lemon and the garlic and the pepper, adding it to it, it just takes this to a whole nother level for me because it's just a really citrusy, vibrant flavor. And you get to coat everything. All right, so I'm going to put these right there. Now I'm just going to add the green goddess mini chop kit. What's in it? And you could add more of the powder greens if you like. You don't even have to chop them up. You could leave them as is. They're pretty tender. You could add some butter lettuce to this. You can do whatever you want, whatever your favorite thing is. Sometimes I chop up some broccoli or even the broccoli stalk, add it. Now give this a little toss and I'll show you exactly like how it looks all together in a minute here when we're done. Now, I am trying to, there we go. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't blow anybody's ears out. I will never do that again. I always forget. You never know how the mic is going to pick stuff up. Forgive me. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you know, if you want to clean later and chill and take a nap, go for it. Yeah, it's all about how you want to do things. But I'm telling you, once you start getting to the point to where you clean a couple things up right after you're done and start on the next thing, it's like, it's kind of, it just kind of is something you end up doing just normally, I guess, naturally. But yeah. Everybody cooks different. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this cucumber done. Yes, I've been loving me some cucumber in my salads. I used to not ever put them in my salads because I just didn't want to slice them and take the skin off and all that. But lately I love them with some, I'm telling you, if you add some tapatio with some lemon, tapatio and lemon, and just a tiny sprinkle of salt and pepper. I think that's my favorite way to eat them as a snack or alone. But I've been laying off the salt. So now I just do the tapatio and lemon. And you know what? You don't have to do nothing fancy. Get you a bottle of tapatio, which is like a couple bucks, some lemons and some cucumbers. You slice them all up like you would if you're putting them in a salad. Put them in a bowl, give them a toss in the tapatio and lemon. And boom, you got yourself a really tasty snack in the summertime, or anytime actually. Really filling too. All right, let's get these done. I hope you don't hear me crunching. Maybe you do, huh? Should I do the whole cucumber? Yeah. I have some vine ripened tomatoes. What type of tomatoes are these? I know they're bigger than a cherry tomato. Let me see. I always get these. They are so good. These are the greenhouse grown. Oh, these are sweet cocktail tomatoes. Okay, so these are sweet cocktail tomatoes. I even made some marinara sauce with these. And And the marinara sauce came out amazing. I just tossed the whole container in there with some basil and garlic and just some olive oil and a few other things. This was like maybe 4 weeks ago. It came out delicious. So these tomatoes pack a little flavor. Okay, I'm using the ones that are more ripe than the other ones. This one, I'm eating you now. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm using a lot of tomatoes because I'm a tomato lover. And I need to use them up actually. So like whatever you like most, go for it. That's, you know, that's what it's all about. Now, purple onion. Toss that in there. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna need all of this, but I'm just gonna put this on here. That looks good enough. Good enough to me. And I forgot, I have a jalapeno. Do I need some jalapeno in here? You know what? I forgot to put this in the dressing, actually. I was going to add some of this to the dressing. I think I'm still going to. Hold on. I think I'm going to make it a spicy dressing because I love it. That's why. Let me give this a rinse. Okay, I tossed you inside. Oh, I know. I'm gonna, I had a couple silicone and wooden spatulas. They're actually MIA. I'm actually gonna buy more stuff for my kitchen because actually my silicone one that I was using a long time ago, and I had some, I had baking tongs. I don't know if anybody knows about baking tongs, but they're silicone and they're really long and skinny. I used to love them for just cooking on my griddle. I'm gonna get some of those. And my spatula actually fell apart. So I just, you know, I've been just cooking like this and roughing it and just, you know, I never really had time or, you know, went to the place where I actually pick up stuff for my kitchen. But yeah, I had that on the to-do list. And yeah, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. All right, let's do this. Now, this is what I forgot because the jalapeno was hiding in there underneath everything. He's supposed to go, or it's supposed to go in the dressing. And yes, I'm gonna shred it. Just shred a bit, not too much. And let me see this. There, that could go in there too. And this right here, I could use it for something else later. So I have some of that jalapeno shredded. There's some on that side too. I'm just going to add it in here. And that's for those who like it a little bit extra spicy. Oh, here's some more. Okay, so wow, I didn't know this fell off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spice this baby up. I'm going to spice this baby up because I like that spice in my life. And yeah, I'm the person that loves the spice, okay? Not too spicy though. I stay away from those habaneros. And habaneros, I had a bad experience with them bad boys. I love habaneros, but when I cook with them, I wear gloves now because my little fingers were burning one time from the time that I cooked lunch, which was, I remember a long time ago. It was around like 2 o'clock. Someone said, you need to put some gloves on. I didn't put no gloves on and my fingers were burning until 12 o'clock that night. So, you know, I didn't think, wow, they could do all that to you. But yeah, so good advice. Wear gloves if you're working with habaneros because you never know what the heat is going to be with those. Sometimes they're mild, a little bit mild, and sometimes they're hotter than heck. Okay, so I have that done. Don't waste none of that jalapeno. Get that on there. And I'm gonna start slicing my chicken. Let me just, let me see here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my cutting board. And normally I wouldn't use the same cutting board for meat, but this is cooked and I did my veggies first. And it doesn't matter because it's cooked. So I'm gonna take the biggest one. Come on, let's get the biggest one on here. And I don't know if I'm gonna have a half or just toss on this one. Let's see how it looks. So, okay, I'll do this. And this chicken came out amazing. I used this packet. I will share it because I will be cooking it again like this. I don't know if it's actually new, but it's honey sriracha, I think, chicken marinade or something like that. It's Great Value brand. Or no, it's not Great Value brand. It's McCormick, I think. I don't have the package because I actually cooked up this whole thing maybe yesterday, really early yesterday. Yeah, it hasn't been 2 days, but I have like 3 more of these chicken breasts in a different container in my fridge. So what I did was I used I think it is McCormick. I used the whole entire packet, let it set, and then I added some seasoning, other seasonings. And let me see, I gotta go against the grain. Let's see here. Let me see if I do this. Trying to make this look nice. There we go. Okay, I'm trying not to make my table wobble. It does have wheels. You could move it, so that's why I look kind of funny when I'm slicing because I don't want the whole thing moving. I have to actually adjust it so it doesn't rock back and forth when I'm slicing stuff. And I don't know if it bothers people viewing or not. I don't know if it matters or not, but I try not to make it a wobbly hot mess, I guess you could say. Yes. And this chicken came out perfectly cooked. Oh my goodness. I did a good sear on it. You can't see really now because I just tossed it in a big bowl together and it kind of changed as it set. But it just came out, to me, perfect. Okay, do I want to leave it this big? Let me see. I'm going to slice it in half. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to you're not getting away. Get in there, little tomato. The little tomato was like, no, don't eat me. And I'm like, you're not going to escape this, okay? Get back in the bowl. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and set my chicken on here. I washed my hands. I don't need to wear gloves. This is for me. But if it was for somebody else and I was cooking dinner, you know, I would be using some tongs or the fork or even some gloves. Just so you know. Just in case, you know, you never know who's going to be like, oh my goodness. She's touching that, well, her little grubby fingers. No, I'm playing. I know you're not like that. None of you. I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah, I'm really hungry right now. And I'm really happy with my workout that I did before this. And I'm actually going to set this in the fridge because I have to take a shower still. But I wanted to prep cook this so I could take a shower and just do my skincare routine and, you know, relax after have some dinner. Let me see. I think for what I did as far as my workout, because I want some protein. I'm trying to build a little bit of muscle. I did some cardio and I also did some things with some weights. So I'm not going to skip on the protein because I can see right now I'm under my calories as far as for the whole entire day. So I'm still under and I'm good. So a little bit more protein is just going to be good for me. And I'll do one more slice. And this right here this is what I did yesterday. I actually had a bit of a chicken breast left for a salad, and this is something to do if you want to try something new, or if you're not like really always into traditional breakfasts, because I actually am not a breakfast person, but at around 12 o'clock, I actually had a little leftover piece like this from yesterday's dinner. And I had some low-fat cottage cheese, and I just dipped it in the cottage cheese. So it was like packed full of protein, low calorie, and it was really, really good. So that's what I will probably save this for tomorrow's breakfast and have the rest of my little bit of cottage cheese with it with some sliced tomatoes and just have it like that. So I'm going to set this aside because I have to put it back in the fridge in the container. And these are going on because I say more protein is good for those muscles, baby. Building muscle. You know, I'm not going for being like buff or nothing and like or bulk. I'm not bulking up. I'm actually slimming down as I build, you know, lean muscle. I'm going for lean muscle. So it all depends on your diet and your workout and what you're going for, because everybody does things differently. All right. So this, I'm just going to get a little bit more pepper. I'm going to add those croutons. I actually love these little, I don't know if they're breadcrumbs. Well, croutons are bread, so it's all the same. But I love how these little breadcrumbs are in these. To me, this is perfect. Like a little bit of crunch. All right, I have that done. And of course, if you haven't tried these out, or if you don't have hot chili peppers, these ones, you're missing out. I haven't bought jalapenos for a while because I've been just loving these with my salad. Okay, I don't want to use this fork because cross-contamination. I guess I can rinse it off. Well, it's not good, you know, to just dunk stuff in stuff. If you're going to keep it, you know, in your fridge. All right, let's just give this a rinse. I'm going for it. It's the single life here. This is the single life. It's just me. And these are my peppers. And if the fork has a little tiny bit of other stuff on it, I tried to rinse it. Whatever happens, happens. No, I'm playing around. So I love to have like a couple of these on the side. And yeah. Put these back in the fridge. And let's see this. All right. Let's put some here. And I feel I need a tiny bit more pepper. If you're a pepper lover, do it. If not, don't. Okay, so this is my salad, and I'm going to be getting in the shower, but this is going to be prepped and ready. I'm not going to add my dressing yet because, you know, I have to take a shower. I just worked out, and yeah, so it'll be soggy if I do. But this right here, I'm going to cover it with some tin foil. This is what I had last night for dinner. So the whole package, the one serving size or mini salad packet, is actually 220 calories, everything in it. With the chicken breast, you know, one big one and a half of one, I'm just gonna eyeball it and say, so 2, 3, 4, maybe 450, 475 with that. And then when you get all your vegetables and stuff like that and your peppers, you know, I'm right at probably maybe just maybe 775 or 800. Like, it doesn't really matter because I was trying to keep it in maybe the 900s because I actually only had a very, very light lunch today, and I didn't even have breakfast. So right now I'm right in my 500 calorie deficit. This is all I'm going to be eating for dinner. And then if I do want to snack, I'm just going to snack on maybe like just whatever I have left over, like my cucumbers and stuff like that. Yeah. So I like to have my last meal around this time. It's a good time. And what time is it? It's a good time, and I don't even know what the heck time it is, but it's a good time because I'm starving. No, so like I like to have my last meal before 8 o'clock. So, you know, before 8 o'clock, my last meal. And then if I want a snack, I'm usually never hungry. I'm usually never hungry after I eat all this. So I don't really snack. I just like drink a lot of water and flavored water and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is it for me for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Try this out. The green goddess dressing, the way that I kind of added some stuff to it, just takes it to a whole nother level for me. It might not for you, or it might. So try it out, because you never know unless you try it. And yeah, so I love doing stuff like this as far as trying different things with different bagged salads and stuff like that. It's just my go-to for dinner most of the time, when I'm not making my normal cooking videos. So here's my salad. I can't wait to bite into it after I take a shower, because I ate this last night and it's just amazing. So go to the store, grab you some salad stuff, get these salad kits, try this out, and let me know if you like it and if you tried it. And I'll see you in my next live or my next upcoming video. Thank you, whoever joined and is watching. This chicken salad is amazing. All right, I'm going to go take a shower now. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to hit like. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Because this chicken salad will change your life. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.